everybody, I'm PJ from Princess Craft RV. Today, we're gonna take a look at the Big Buggy. That's right, that is the name of this trailer. It is made by Modern Buggy RV that is short called Modbug. Adorable. The Big Buggy by Modbug. This is a 2024 model and it comes with different exteriors, so don't worry, there are choices here from just stripes on the side to a black and white mountain scene. And of course you can get the base color in gray, white, or black. So lots of choices here. Now, this trailer is 14 foot 8 inches long. Now that includes the tongue, and the weight is only 2,300 pounds. So it's super light. All kinds of cool things to see. I bet you'd be surprised to hear that it is super modern on the inside. Modern Buggy, got it? Okay. Well, as I always say, you know, features and options, they're gonna change. So be sure to check out the details if you're looking at the Modern Buggy somewhere. All right, let's go inside. Let's get started. You know, here at Princess Craft, we see a lot of small trailers, particularly the teardrop style. This one, wow, you have a lot of space in here. It just feels very open, 2 windows on the side, and this really nice dinette. Now, I know you can't see that just yet. Let's start up here at the kitchen because, man, this has got a lot of counter space and a lot of great features. We're gonna start right here on the end. Now, it doesn't have a giant farmhouse sink in here. It has a smaller sink, but it is about 8 inches deep with a taller faucet. So it's certainly gonna work for what you need when you're camping. Underneath is the Everchill refrigerator. Now, this refrigerator is 12 volt. It's on the smaller side, but again, this is a small teardrop. You do have some door space as well as the inside space there. Next to that on the bottom, that is your carbon monoxide and LP detector. They always put it close to the ground because, you know, LP is heavier than air, so it wants to be sure it notices that right off the bat. The counter space here is awesome. You know, tons of great space behind here for any appliances or any baskets of food or anything you'd like to leave in the back. As I always say, when you're not using the stove, these flat top covers are going to make it counter space as well. So underneath here is the Dometic 2-burner stove. Lift this up. Now when you close it, you always want to lift it up and be sure it goes back down flat. And again, voila, tons of space here. Blinds in the front. You do have a window here, so I always like to be able to see out the front. You know, I love this little backsplash right here. It is a kind of a tile piece there. And this is Corian countertop, so it's extremely durable and really nice looking. Right over here, this isn't a cabinet, this is a spice rack. Let me switch around a little bit more to show you that. Pull this out. Great storage in there. I think I would store more things other than spices, but again, nice availability. When you're looking up at the top, both of these bins are about 15 inches deep. Now the top is curved, of course, so you don't get full height at the back, but great storage up here with the net in front and down below the microwave. So a really nice setup for kitchen, a lot of workspace, and you know, for a small teardrop, this is a great open area to work in. Next to that, you'll see the wet bath. Now, the combination baths are always a concern for some people, but what you want to look at is enough space. And this has got about 6'1" height in it when you step inside. When you're outside, it's 6'2", right here where I'm standing. I'm 5 foot tall, so that'll give you a gauge of how tall this is here. In the bathroom, you've got a curtain that pulls across, and you've also got the reversible fan in the top. That's going to move air throughout this entire camper. In the back is the shower head, hot and cold, so everything you need right in this corner. Now that leaves you tons of space for the dinette. So let me walk to the other side here. Let's talk about that big spacious dinette. Now take a look at this seating area here. This dinette, oh man, it is so spacious. I don't know that you'd be camping with 4 people in this camper, but you could easily sit 4 people here to eat, play games, or whatever you needed to do. This is a nice solid surface table here, very sturdy. You notice it's 2 poles down beneath, and I really like the design on these cushions. It just gives it such a nice finished modern feel. Right over here, let's start on the left. There is a countertop here. Again, you know, horizontal spaces are so nice to have. And this white Corian gives it such a clean look. Right up here on the wall, we've got the television at the top, of course on a swing arm. Down below, the connection for the forced air furnace that's right down here at the bottom. Underneath that, you've got the switches for the kitchen lights, the porch light, the light in the bathroom, and the water pump. Down below, the gas electric 6-gallon water heater. So all of those controls right here on the wall. Down below here is the standard 110 household plug and the USB plugs as well. You'll also find that same combination of both style connections on the right and on the left in the back of this dinette up here on the ledge. I know I'm jumping around a bit, but when you're in a trailer like this, those electrical connections can be important. One thing I do want to point out is that just below this countertop, it looks like there's a cabinet there. That's not a cabinet. That is actually the water heater right there, and this is just a cover on the front of it. Where you do have more cabinet space, or storage I should say, is down below the seating here. Down below this seat is going to be the water pump, some wiring, but there is storage under there that's very accessible just under this seat. All the way across the back seating, fully open for storage. And on the far side as well. You do have the wheel well under both sides here, but tons of storage all the way around. Just lift up the cushion, reach underneath, tons of storage there. All right, along the back, you know, you can see that there are cup holders there because I'm thinking that there are folks that might take this table out completely and just have a nice open seating here. The table does drop down, and of course you pull these back cushions in to make a bed. Once you drop the table down and make a bed here, it is 52 wide and 80 long. So it's just as long as a queen bed, just a bit narrower. There is more storage on the outside. I'm going to show you that in just a minute. But before we go, I just want to make note that the new Dometic air conditioner is what you'll see in this. And it's very sleek looking at the top, 13.5 BTUs. So it's going to cool this space in no time, and it has a heat strip. The feel in this camper is so open, so modern, so clean feeling. You've got this beautiful Corian white on the tabletop and the counters. The white phylon that goes on the ceiling. I mean, the nice balances here with the white stripe on it is just a very comfortable feel. There's black roller shades here that are gonna black out the shades. Yeah, you gotta give them a nice tug so they roll back up again. I don't know. I try to let you guys know kind of how it feels on the inside. And if you're worried about being claustrophobic or trailers feeling small, but you want a smaller teardrop, you need to take a look at the ModBug Big Buggy. That's what this is. I'm still getting used to that. It is a ModBug Big Buggy. And you can find them at modernbuggyrv.com. Took me a little while to get to the right spot. But this is awesome. I hope you're enjoying this. Let's go outside and see what's out there. There's a few things that ModBug does a little differently. You get the standard screen door here with the outside door, so always nice to have a screen right there if you want to leave your door open. But The magnetic catch holds the door open, super nice. And you have the LG solid step here. These are unusual on a trailer this small, but they're really nice because if you camp somewhere and you need those adjustable legs, or you just want a real solid entry, you've got a handle right here, very easy to get in and out, because you do have 14 inches of clearance underneath this trailer. They also use a wider door than most of the teardrops this size. All of that, again, adds to the difference in Mod Bug, making it feel bigger, more open on the inside. And these steps are so easy to work with. You just flip them up and they go right inside. Clip into place and you're ready to go. I did mention colors and exterior options in the beginning, so keep in mind that if you are not a huge fan of the Blue Mountains, I personally think they look great, but there are some combinations, so check that out on the website. Off-road tires here are standard 15-inch. You do have electrical right out here, and let's take a look at the storage in the back. Now on the back wall, you've got this nice storage compartment that's going to open up. And they put nets against the back wall because that's a great way to store things in the back and not have to pile them up on top of each other. There is a light just on the inside here. It's a touch light, so it's easy to turn it on and off. And a receiver hitch. If you needed to carry extra gear, you can put a tray back here or, of course, a bike rack. Those are the two most popular things we see on the back. This is one-piece fiberglass all the way around to the front of the trailer. That's a nice feature. Why? Less maintenance. You're not going to have any roof seams to deal with, and it's a fiberglass roof. So very durable in a hailstorm or branches brush against it. Filant on the outside. Now this trailer is made with Azdel, not only on the ceiling, but on the sidewalls as well. So Azdel, if you're not familiar with it, it's a composite that is going to be resistant to any type of water or humidity, and that just gives you a much more solid build and a lot longer life. All right, coming around, of course, this is the furnace vent and the water heater here. You do have a cable and satellite connection. Underneath, gray and black tanks. This trailer has a 16-gallon freshwater tank, 18 gray, and 5 black. The gray and the black are going to dump right here and then a low point drain up front. To fill that 16-gallon freshwater tank, it is right here and the city water fill right next to it. Pretty standard in trailers. Right around front, they have the diamond plate on the front as a rock guard. You also saw that on the back of the trailer. They do have the 20-pound tanks with the plastic cover. The battery box is right behind here and a battery disconnect right here on the frame. All right, you can always add an electric jack. That is an option from the factory. And the caster wheel does come with it. So that brings us back around to the front. This is a great little trailer. If you just want to get away, again, 2,300 pounds, you can pull it with almost anything. I'm PJ from Princess Craft RV. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here and taking a look at the Mod Bug Big Buggy. So if you have comments, just let us know. We'd love to hear from you. We'll try to answer all your questions. And you know, we put out a new video every week. We love showing you all the new things coming out. So if you haven't already, you might consider subscribing and hitting the notification button so you can catch all the new videos as they come out. Again, I'm PJ from Princess Craft RV. Thanks for watching.